Duh. Tap, tap, tap. Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Be the Villain podcast, where we take real life issues and correlate them with God and spirituality. I am your host, Danielle Grace. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I am feeling good. So, boom, I'm coming to y'all live in the moment. I just got back home from the gym, so I'm very much, I'm gonna say glowy. I ain't gonna say sweaty. I'm very much glowy, not as put together as I usually come up on camera. Am I sorry about it? No, I'm not at all, because I have some stuff that I want to say. This is unplanned, unscripted. Honestly, this is just something that I feel like needs to be said, and I don't feel sorry about it. So boom. First of all, let me say this. I didn't upload a podcast episode last week, and simply, I'm going to get into that. But what I have to say is, like I always say, it's real life issues, and I just correlate them with God and spirituality. That's it. That's all. And I feel like I'm getting a lot of momentum with my podcast, with my YouTube videos, with my social media in general. And I feel like it's because I'm real, raw, uncut. I'm going to give it to y'all and not feel sorry about it. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, my episodes are very much written out, very much, they're journal entries for me. Like I always say, this is a visual or audio diary that I just so happen to make public. So I feel like when the pressure is on to upload, it's not of quality, and I don't want to upload anything but something of quality. You feel me? So I just want to say that I'm finding my rhythm. And what I'm doing here today with Be the Villain is much bigger than me. I just want y'all to know that. I relay messages. The reason why I make these public is because I know that there are people out there that can relate to me. And clearly, it's hard for me to see that sometimes, because, when you're putting in so much work, and it's the beginning stages of it, it's really just you going all in for yourself, really just betting for yourself because you believe in you, whether anybody else can believe in you, whether anybody else sees your potential or not. You know what you are capable of, and you have just decided to just go all in and just believe in yourself. Now, there are times where it comes, down to you're a bit, como se dice, down. I guess that's the best word I can come up with off the top of my head. You're a bit down that you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. And I'm just here to remind you that things take time. Great things come with time. Great things come with consistency. Great things come with discipline. And by the way, I'm not sure if I talked about this on my podcast about, starting over or starting 75 soft. Yeah, I started over. Today is day 2. I had to start over because I'm not going to say it wasn't doable for me, because anything is possible, but I feel like it wasn't healthy. It wasn't a healthy thing. It was so many rules, so many not going to say restrictions, but yeah, restrictions on what I could do, what I couldn't do, making sure I do this every single day. Now, of course, things that are valuable. In order for something that's valuable and something that you're passionate about to pick up, you have to be consistent with it. You have to be disciplined with it and moving out of your comfort zone. And that's just what I'm getting used to now. It's just like, sometimes I can't even lie. It is hard to show up, you guys. And I'm not complaining. At all, because one thing about it, 2 things for sure. Anything that I upload is because I want to upload, or anything that I talk about is because I want to talk about it. And anything that, just what I do is out of pure love for what I'm doing. And I feel like because it's much newer, I believe this is my 24th or 25th episode, and that's not with me uploading every week. I'm sure y'all can go back to the dates of all my episodes. It's not consistently every week. Now, for the most part, it is every week, but just last week I missed an episode. period. Also, I am just in the phase of finding my rhythm, finding what works for me, looking at the bigger picture, just disregarding any type of analytics that goes behind anything, to be honest. Now, of course, things that perform well, I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys what you want, but I'm also trying to make sure I'm still have love for what I'm doing. So I'm never going to confine myself. I'm never going to follow somebody else's rhythm because it clearly is just not working for me. So when I say finding my rhythm, as some of you guys may or may not know, I also am a corporate girly. So on top of being a corporate girly, starting school in fall, preparing for that and everything is a one-man show, one gal show, you guys. So I am greatly appreciative, and I have to learn to give myself grace. I find myself getting a bit discouraged quite often, a bit, I find myself kind of dipping and dabbling into burnout quite often. And right now I'm just in the phase of my life, or in the period with this, where, I finally get a balance. I finally know who I am, what I want to do. Being 20, by the way, I may add that I am 20 years old, you guys. So I'm finally finding myself, finding what I want to do with my life right now. I'm not even gonna say life, because at this period of my life, because one thing about it, for sure, I am big on switch it up. If it's not making you happy, switch it up. So this may be a bit all over the place. Like I said, I'm just going straight off the dome, y'all. So right now, it's just me and God. I ask God to illuminate periods of my life where I need a bit more discipline in it. And I feel like with this, rhythm that I'm having now, mind you, it's only day 2 of 75 soft, but I'm very serious about it. I finally tailored it. And one thing about it, like I said, if it's not making you happy, redo it. This is my 3rd time attempting 75 soft, and I had to look at it. Okay, what didn't work the last 2 times? What did work the last 2 times? What made me fall off the last 2 times? What can help me keep going this time? Like, I'm really focusing on building this strength and endurance to overcome these challenges, overcome this this funk that I get in. And one thing that, like I said, I get into funks, I'm not gonna say often, but low key, because balancing preparing for school, balancing my job, balancing my podcast, balancing content creation, balancing anything that I want to do on top of still finding myself, I feel like I low key put a little finish line on here, like, girl, you slowing down, you gonna miss the finish line, like you're not gonna be first place, blase. And like I said, this is a personal audio diary that I just so happen to make public. So going back, I had to go back to my own podcast episode, Racing to the Finish Line to End in Last Place. Life is not a race. I don't know who needs to hear that. Well, clearly I need to hear that. Hello. Like, life is not a race. You are in your own lane, in your own race, going your own pace. And that's just that on that. So I just feel like right now, of course, I just have to keep on reminding myself that in order to be something that I've never seen so close to me before, I have to do the things that have never been done so close to me before. And that includes building a lot of self-discipline. And don't get me wrong, my family is pretty disciplined, obviously. In order to sustain a job, it requires discipline to get up and go over there, of course. And of course, in order to maintain good grades in school, like I did and have in the past, it requires a lot of studying. But I feel like comparing school to now, school, it was more so like a, girl, if you don't study, if you don't do this and a third, you will fail. And if you fail, you will not graduate. And if you don't graduate, you're just losing, you're spending so much money. And, so it's more so like the pressure is getting worse type of thing. You feel me? So now with life, it's like, girl, you got free will. You can do as you please. And I feel like with me being such a person that needs structure, having free will, it has me like What the fuck do I do? What do I do? And it's coming to the point now where it's just like, girl, you're somebody that needs structure. You do well under structure. You need to build yourself your own structure, your own type of schedule, and build the discipline to do it, because there's nobody over you, or there's nothing, waving over you, no type of consequences that's, stopping you, or that's going to push you. It's all me. So I'm like, okay, first of all, let's calm down, because you ain't never did this before. Calm down. Think what you need to do, and find your rhythm, what works for you, where it doesn't feel like the pressure is getting worse, where life just flows at its own lane, in my own lane, in my own race, go at my own pace, because life is not a race. So that's where I'm at right now. Clearly, this was something that was heavy on me, because I was like, I started noticing also that I was like, I gotta film a podcast episode, and I'm like, hold on, baby. You don't have to do anything. So why are you feeling so, I have to do this, I have to do that? Where is this coming from? Where you came up with this idea? So where is all this coming from? And I'm like, yeah, where is this coming from? Because y'all, with building discipline, it comes with a lot of evaluation. So, when you have a job and they're just like, okay, your 6-month evaluation, okay, your 1-year evaluation. Yeah, it's like that, but like way more, because you're constantly seeing where you can use some improvement, and you're always just focusing on getting better. And that's just that on that, to be honest. That's just the reality of things. So I had to ask myself, yeah, where is all this, dreading coming from? And I was like, you know what? I think it's coming from me having so much like pressure on myself, and just feeling like I need to do in order to be. And I'm like, hold on. This is all internal. So if you're feeling all crazy on the inside, it was going to reflect in your work. And I never want to put out anything that's not of quality. Simple. Like I'm saying, like, first of all, this is the first time I'm coming to you live in action. Me would have popped up. Yes, I would have said this probably, most likely, but shut off the camera because I'm not confident with the way that I look. Blase. Oh, I'm not all put together like how I normally am. Blase. And I'm like, bitch. Sorry, but girl, cut the camera on. Let them see you, how you are, what you're looking like right now, because this is a real life issue. And that's what makes you relatable. So y'all are seeing me sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on, because that's when I'm the prettiest. I hope that y'all don't take it wrong. Okay, now I'm over here rapping Drake. Shout out to Drake. Actually, don't shout out to Drake, because he's beefing with Kendrick. Anyways. Clearly, this is just a free flowing, you guys. And I really needed to say that. Don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean that, the next upcoming episodes are going to be just so free flowing, because I'm still going to be coming and dropping them gems, because the writing don't stop. The motivation don't stop. The inspiration don't stop. And yeah, that's just that on that. What else do I got to say? What else do I have to say now that I'm over here popping my shit? If I'm also being honest, that book, The 4 Agreements, really changed my perspective on just the way of living, the way of life. And if I want a bit more of a better understanding of the 4 Agreements, go to my last episode, because that, really, it doesn't really talk so much about the 4 Agreements, but it definitely does highlight how it pretty much changed my way of thinking. And I'm like, yeah, because technically what it is the ego wants to keep you safe. So it's going to immediately recognize any thoughts that you have in your brain that's something that you haven't done prior. So posting consistently, or posting in general, or showing up the way that I'm showing up now. And it's going to get all up in your head like danger, danger, danger. Don't do that, because it's trying to protect you. Remember, the ego really, really, really wants to uphold this picture perfect image, right? So when it kind of risks being picture perfect or being imperfect, it's like it automatically flags it as danger. And when you do this, you are consistently restricting and confining your soul from being free and living in your soul's purpose and walking in your purpose, because you want to protect this perfect image that's not even you. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do, because discipline is power and power is sexy. I see that on Pinterest and I was like, yeah. So it's as simple as that. I'm done overthinking. I'm done putting so much pressure on myself, because the more pressure I put on myself, the more I feel myself drifting away from my purpose, because at that point, like I said, I'm trying so hard to upkeep this picture perfect image, and it's just not working out. It's not working. It's driving me nuts, y'all. Whether this is short, whether this is long, I don't know, but somebody is going to relate to this. Simple. Also, let me say this. Thank y'all so much, YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna go platform by platform. Okay, YouTube, thank y'all so much for showing so much love to my shorts and my last episode. My last episode has surpassed all of my other episodes view-wise, likewise, just has surpassed it. And I was appalled, y'all. TikTok, I started a new TikTok over at the Danielle Grace. Go ahead and follow that if you haven't already. And the post that I posted last night, honestly, I was also overthinking that, but I was like, no, immediately recognize that you are overthinking and cut it out. Post it. Just post it. So I posted these little 2 photos. It was just a reminder, you guys, a reminder that you may not have a lot of experience, but you have so much opportunity. Whether it's 2024, the years to come, this month, because today is May 7th. Yeah, May 7th. It's going up on May 8th. So I'm recording this the day before. Where they do that at? I don't do that. But again, Monday, yesterday, it was, again, I just had to catch myself. Girl, you were overthinking. Stop overthinking. And yeah, so I posted it, and I also have screen time on my phone. So I posted it with like 3 to 4 minutes left of my screen time before my phone would like lock all my social media platforms. And I don't have a password. I have a password on my screen time, but I don't know my password. My little sister and my mom have my password. So anytime I would want more screen time, I would have to go and do the walk of shame to them and have them put in the password in order for me to see. But I was like, you know what? Let me just post it. So I posted it, ran out of time. That was that. Actually, yeah, I posted it, ran out of time. That was that. And then I got on the phone with my friend, Jazz. Shout out to you, Jazz. Shout out to you. And she was like, girl, like, your post is doing good. And I was like, it is? Like, what's good? Because, you know, I say my posts be doing good or okay, well, like that wouldn't be up in like the 300s or whatever, like that 300 views or whatever. Y'all, it is currently at 14K views and over 3,000 likes. Where they do that at? Like, wow. So I was like, okay, clearly me removing and just releasing all of this negativity and just negative thinking that I have bottled up in my mind is doing me justice, whether I see it or not. Matter of fact, I see it. I'm going to claim that I see it. I see the progress in me. I see the progress in my craft. I see the progress in my life overall. So, yeah. I'm just pretty grateful. I'm very grateful, actually. God is amazing. Big up to God. For real. For real, for real. So, yeah, y'all. That's all I had to say. It's just me checking in, saying that, you know, this is your reminder to restart as many times as you need to, refocus, reevaluate, evaluate yourself as many times as you need to, because this is your life to live. I mean, honestly, there's no rules. I mean, there's laws. So follow the laws. Follow the laws, but there's no rules to life. So you create your own rules, and don't make them so hard, because at that point you're going to be restricting yourself, okay? So yeah, y'all. It's just me saying that I am, finding my rhythm to the point where it's just free flowing for me and not so restricting on me. And yeah, I really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Whether you're a new villain, you're a returning villain, whatever, I love each and every single one of y'all. If you are a new villain and you made it all the way to the very end of this episode, it's your first time seeing my face. First of all, if this is your first time seeing my face, actually, I look good. I'm gonna say glowy. Glowy, we ain't sweaty. I'm a little glowy. But, hey. If you made it all the way to the very end, I'm assuming that you're interested in your personal growth. But that's just me assuming. My previous and upcoming episodes could be valuable to you, so I highly encourage you to check them out. And of course, if you guys just enjoy my show, enjoy me, enjoy the content that I put out in general, the biggest way you guys can support me is by leaving a like, comment, subscribing, downloading, sharing, whatever it is. Just engage with me so I can engage back with y'all, because I genuinely do love engaging with y'all. Like last night and today, when I was responding all to y'all comments on TikTok, I was like, I love doing this. Like, I love engaging with you guys, whether it's commenting, whatever. Just do it. Just do it, because yeah, it makes me happy. So yeah, until next time, you guys, stay true, stay blessed, and be the villain.